Gachagua says, for example, once beaten,
twice shy.
he went armed with nothing but faith in a coalition with Ruto in 2022. There was no written agreement, nothing, no political party. He just went there, took the community there without any agreement, just armed with faith and trust. So now he will go into an agreement, an arrangement with his eyes open. I just hope he's not going to use the usual Kenyan laziness. Ruto got the numbers from the hustler narrative. Dynasty versus hustler. The bottom-up narrative. That's what gave him the numbers. Gachagua is crafting his narrative that will make sure he has a coalition that bring the numbers.
Well, a very good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Candid Talk here on Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. My name is Evan Sokinyi. It's my pleasure to have you on board. We are bringing you this conversation on everything that is taking place in our country, of course, only on the Candid Talk, where we give you comprehensive analysis of all that is taking place in our beautiful country, Kenya, and across the borders, and we make you understand these things better, and of course, including the political moves that our leaders are making across the country. Today, we are bringing you this conversation courtesy of 17 Losai. These are prime studio apartment units located here at Ngara. Of course, it's just a walking distance from the Nairobi Central Business District. From as low as 3.2 million Kenyan shillings, you can get yourself these units. And of course, with it comes amenities like 24-hour security at this particular place here. Sufficient water, there is power backup, there is underground parking as well, then there is rooftop access. There will also be a rooftop lounge on this particular building, and of course they have very convenient store for you if at all you need these particular units. You can deposit 10% with them, 80% during the construction of these particular units, and of course 10% at the end of it all. We've said that from as low as 3.2 million Kenyan shillings, you can get yourself these units. Talk to them through the details down there. Of course, you can email them at sales@17losai.com, or rather call them through the number here, 0708 798 098. And of course, they'll be more than glad to serve you. I'm here with Professor Herman Manyora. Prof,
Yes.
how are you?
Fine, I can see you are talking about studio apartments.
Studio apartment, very good units here
Thank you.
at 17 Losai.
Yes.
Well, I want us to have this conversation regarding the united opposition and the kind of moves that they're making recently. And of course, Rigathi Gachagua'S is saying, and he was actually talking to the young people of the DCP, of course, the DCP Party Youth Forum. He was having a kind of a meeting with them. And he was actually telling them that the future of this country is squarely on their hands. And while therein, he made several utterances, including his main mission is to ensure that he sends President William Ruto home. Thereafter, whether he becomes part of the government or not, it'd be okay then if he has to go and stay in Wamunyoro. I wonder how sincere those statements are and what they would actually mean, owing to the fact that he's been regarded as a contender as well for the presidency at the same time. But there's also word that he's spoken to the members of the united opposition led by Kalonzo Musyoka. And of course, there are words in there that he's putting demands of 50% share of the government, if at all he is supposed to support them. These are the conversations that we've been having. And as much as he was talking to the young people here, they're talking of, does it really mean that the kind of leaders that we have right now understand or do not understand what is it that the young people want with regards to political leadership in this country? What is your take?
Rigathi is a politician. And like all politicians, there's nothing wrong with him saying what he will want in this government if he helps to make it. But it's also equally true that there are politicians who have helped people become things without wanting anything. Okay, so he can also just remove Ruto and After they have to go home. He doesn't have to be given something.
What people are wondering is genuinity when it comes to that particular statement. Do you think that of course, this is the kind of statement that you've had before. You said here that it would be easier for him and especially the Mount Kenya people to support any other candidate without expecting anything. But then he's also come forth saying that he stands a better chance of taking on Ruto if you compare him to the other candidates. So why the sudden change?
No, that is politics. I mean, each one of them is saying, I'm the best person to face Ruto. But again, they say, whoever is given will support them. And people have said, it will be ideal this time for Mount Kenya not to present a candidate, instead back another candidate. So that's what people have said. He's just saying what people have said. And you are also saying that he make a demand, or he should not make a demand.
Yes,
You see, first of all, whether or not he makes a demand may be beyond him. Because he's not supporting Kalonzo and deliver 6 million from his pocket. Votes. Those are people. And those people may perhaps be persuaded if they know there's something in it for them, other than just teaching Ruto a lesson. Okay? And then on the issue of 50%, these are things that are peddled by enemies about their opponents. Just how, so what does 50% of government mean? I'm trying to understand. Mudavadi and Wetangula were told 30%. What does it exactly mean? And how can you actualize it? How? That would be a very cheap way of looking at things. How? So I want to become president. You want 50% of my government. What does it mean? How do you translate that into action?
Back in 2007, not actually 2007, but 2008, during the Grand Coalition government, there was that particular arrangement that the former Prime Minister, of course, Raila Odinga, takes 50% of the government, and of course, Mwai Kibaki. And we saw that even
That's why it didn't work.
Yes, we saw that happen.
It never worked because that's not what was intended. I listened to the American people through their president and especially through their Secretary of State, Condoleezza Rice. He said there must be really power sharing. No illusion, Papa. Really power sharing. 50% in an arrangement where you are not sharing power is meaningless. Raila was supposed to share power with Kibaki. But people reduce it to 50%. 50% is nonsense. What does it mean? Ministries. And then somebody will give you the worst ministries. Raila was given a raw deal in Sagana State Lodge. Yeah.
So even that particular arrangement,
it was supposed to be power sharing.
Yes.
Power sharing is different from a percentage of government. Power sharing.
How did you expect the power sharing to be conducted during that
time? To run government, the two of them. And you have to ingrain that in the instruments of the coalition.
But definitely at one point we can only have one president at the same time.
Correct.
In as much as that was the situation back then.
But in an arrangement where he's sharing power with somebody. And it won't be the first arrangement in the world. Yeah.
So we have something to do with maybe
it's not about ministries.
Let's call it co-presidency or something of the sort.
In a way, because you see, there are certain instruments that can only be signed by the president. You can't sign two of you. You see, we are not that naive, but we know what power sharing means. Power sharing. Certain decisions can only be made if the two of you agree. If there's consensus between the two of you. Yeah. Certain key decisions can only be made by the two people who are in that power sharing arrangement. Yeah. But you see, you people are reducing this to ministers. It is useless because just how much control you have after somebody has become a minister. So Raila put there Mbadi and Opio and I and the rest. How much control did he have? If for example, Raila, God rest his soul, before he died, but I know Raila is a spirit, he has not died. So if Raila called Opio and I, John Mbadi, and told them, look here, because of the way things are going, I think Ruto is not living up to our whatever agreement. You people go and resign. Do you think they'll resign?
Why not?
They will not. Because I know a lot more than many of these people making noise, not even. They will not resign. In fact, they jumped to Ruto even without Raila. Let me not go there.
Didn't you hear them profess that other day that they were taken to the government by Raila Odinga?
No,
Those are the words of
that's what they are
Joho.
telling the public. Yeah. Let us say even Raila took them there. He took you. Somebody took you. Let's say now who is Oburu Odinga? If Oburu Odinga says we don't have somebody from Migori, let us get a young man from Migori. Because Oburu Odinga is a Gen Z, okay? Youth leader. He says now, Raila took this wazee kina Mbadi kina Opio. Mi nataka kupeleka kijana. Natoa Opio ndaye napeleka kijana. Huyo kijana anaitwa Evans Okinyi kutoka Migori. After a month, he comes to you and tells you, look, kijana, I think it was I've changed my mind. Resign. Will you resign? You don't. So this nonsense of 50%, it is a product of laziness. Gashaga says, for example, once beaten,
Twice shy.
he went armed with nothing but faith in a coalition with Ruto in 2022. There was no written agreement, nothing, no political party. He just went there, took the community there without any agreement, just armed with faith and trust. So now, he will go into an arrangement with his eyes open. I just hope he's not going to use the usual Kenyan laziness. So that you say, I'm the one who will give you ministers, and I want 10. How much control do you have over them once they have gone? You don't have any control. That's a very lazy way. There must be a much more serious architectural design of the government with serious thinking going into it, so that should Kalonzo attempt to do what Kibaki did to the rest in 2002, 2003, he's completely immediately moved from power.
Are you therefore saying here that in as much as Raila Odinga took the likes of John Mbadi, Opiyo Wandayi, Joho and Oparanya to the government side, and of course had them made cabinet secretaries, he did not have any particular control and influence in government.
Control, and there's no much benefit to the Luo community. Let's start there. So what does Opiyo Wandayi being in the government, how does it benefit the Luo people? Nothing. They may just show respect to Raila, and that's all.
Raila being in control is one thing. Their portfolios benefiting the community is a different thing.
No, I'm starting with the portfolio not benefiting the Luo people, because it's not. Oparanya being a minister is not helping me, a Luya, or any other Luya person for that matter, or the community. He's just there, minister for cooperative. Is that right? How does it help the Luya? There's no way. And for the person who took them there, there's still not much control he has over them. Yeah. I've told you, if he told them to resign, they will not resign.
Okay.
Unless he makes it rough. But just, please go and resign. They will not resign.
You want to take...
They may buy him a cup of tea once in a while. That's all.
You want to take Mbadi.
Maybe if they go, ministers keep traveling all over the world, maybe come with a suit and give him, say, buy his suit. Beyond that, there's nothing.
So taking Mbadi from the National Treasury would be difficult.
You won't do it. He will not leave. He will not. Even if Raila tried, he would not have left. So, 50% of government, I know this is not from the opposition. I know it's not from Rigathi. I know it's from some boys who live on some road somewhere. They work from, which road is this? There's some famed road somewhere. Those are the ones who throw those kind of things around.
So do you think that Rigathi Gashaga is going to get into this arrangement? Because you've told me here that initially, when you look at the kind of the arrangement that we had in 2022, he went there blindly and supported President.
That's what he has told us.
Yes. But this time around, things are different. First of all,
he says he will go with his eyes open.
Yes.
I am critiquing that, and I'm saying, what does that mean?
Yes.
If you think it's a question of ministry, then he's lazy, and that lazy thinking will not help him.
But definitely, from the perspective,
it must be the architecture. How do you design the post-2027, post-election government in such a manner your hand is there? Kalonzo has a free hand to run government, because he must run government. He is head of state. he must run the country well. While doing that, how are your interests taken care of and the interest of Kenyans, especially those of Kenyans? That is the architectural design I'm talking about.
Okay. Now, if at all this particular direction that we are looking at, talking about, because so many people believe that he's not just going to go there differently, but then from the angle of any normal Kenyan, you'd say that, well, the 50% thing may mean actually the ministerial positions. But then if at all he's supposed to go that particular direction, that is responsible for his impeachment. At least that is what these guys say, because they used to put him there as somebody who is a tribalist and one who would actually perpetuate a lot in terms of the shareholding kind of narrative.
Yes.
How then is he supposed to get himself out of that idea of the shareholding narrative so that he still kind of appeals to the people, and especially to the young people?
This nonsense of shareholding, I don't know what people mean. Government is about allocation of resources. People get political power to determine allocation of resources. And they hide this in programs. Okay? And if you look keenly in those programs, it is at the base of that is the allocation of resources. And governments are formed by like-minded people. Governments are formed by those who fight to get that government, to form that government. So I don't know what is disturbing Kenyans about Rigathi Gashaga stating the obvious. If you read this book by, there used to be an ambassador here, Smith Hemstone, rogue ambassador, Nyamachoma, Moi really hated him. Nyamachoma eating ambassador. There's a line there which I keep drawing people's attention to. He says when he was named ambassador by Bush, I think President Bush, he was surprised. Why was he surprised? He hadn't known Bush. He hadn't been to the same college with him. They didn't go to the same church. What was he trying to say? He said when a president is forming government, it's from a circle he knows.
People who he trusts.
People you trust and people you know. It is about people who look at things the way you look at them in some way. It is about those who helped you get government. It is about those who fought to get government. Much as we talk about national interest, that can still be captured. If you are looking, if you say, I'm going to form in my government, I will have young people. You can get young people from across the country. They don't have to be from your tribe. You get? If you are saying you need young people, and they are from your party, or people who are subscribe to your thinking and your philosophy and your manifesto and program, you'll find them in your party, across gender, across regions. They are there. So I think Kenyans get confused about this thing. If we say you want women to be part and parcel of your government, first, there's nothing wrong with looking within your party or your circles, especially your party, because they are the people who fought for this government. Okay? But what is important, while you are looking for women, first let them be competent women. And then let them also be people who do not, people who help you to follow the dictates of the Constitution. That when you are forming your government, it must have the face of Kenya. You see, within the party called the Kenya Kwanza Coalition, you'll find competent women, because you must onboard women according to the Constitution. But again, as you onboard women, they must also be from must also have a face of Kenya, which I don't agree with. But so within that party called, or a formation called Kenya Kwanza, headed by Ruto, you'll find competent people across the country. And what Gashaga is simply saying, while you are looking for women who are competent across the country, let them be people who have some stake in this government. What's wrong with that? You see, what presidents have done in this country is they limit. If you are a Kikuyu, you have 3/4 of your cabinet Kikuyus. If you are Moi and you are Kalenjin, all the big jobs are given to Kalenjin. If you are Ruto and you are Kalenjin, all the creamy, all the beautiful portfolios in Prosteto, you give to Kalenjin.
What do you mean?
That is what is wrong.
What do you mean by beautiful portfolios?
You know what
Where
I mean?
you can steal more.
If you have a carcass, a cow, ng'ombe umechinja, hata matumbo ni nyama, hata masikio watu wanakula ya mbuzi. Even hooves, people eat hooves, si ndio? Si ni kweli? Lakini kuna ile walio wanaita shititimo. That nice part of the kidari kwa Kiswahili. You know, the leg. So you get the nice part of the meat, of the body of the animal. You give your people. Hao wengine wanatupia matumbo and hooves. That is what is wrong. But that's not what shareholding means from Gachagua. It simply means you look at those who helped you form government. And within those circles, live up to the dictates of the Constitution. Gender, youth, people with disability, and the face of Kenya. That's what it means.
Should he actually abandon that particular narrative? Because not so many people get it as you're saying it. People see it differently.
You see, unfortunately for those who hate it, it is what is going to build Gachagua'S campaign. It helps him more than people think. It helps put the Mount Kenya people together. And those are like 6 million votes. So you can say what you want. But if that narrative will put those votes in one basket for himself or for Kalonzo or for Matiang'i, then it's you who is wasting your time. If building that narrative means the Luya will come as a block and fill the basket, it's you who is wasting your time. He's achieving what he wants. Yeah.
Then if that is the case, then it means that his sole purpose would be mobilizing the people from the mountain, that is. And he would not be here having some sort of a national quest.
No, you are wrong. Sisi katika mountain tumejipanga. Nyinyi katika Eugene na Ntembea, Khalwale na Malala, mujipange. Mujipange. Watu wanajipanga huko. Wengine wanajipanga Wakamba. Sasa wamekuja kwa meza. Mount Kenya 6 million. Kamba 3 million. Luya 3 million. Hawajachukua hiyo kitu. Wameichukua. Nyinyi bado mnasema Gachagua na shareholding. Lakini hiyo narrative imempa nini? Kura.
Imempa kura. Because his own people do not understand, do not have any problem with that numbers. Yes.
And you get these numbers by building narratives. Ruto got the numbers from the hustler narrative. Dynasty versus hustler. The bottom-up narrative. That's what gave him the numbers. Gachagua is crafting his narrative that will make sure he has a coalition that bring the numbers. Already, if you can put the mountain people together and have their votes go to one basket, get the Western people together, because it's not easy to keep them together. You need to have a narrative that puts them together so that they bring their 3-4 million votes into that basket to add to the Mount Kenya 6 million. That's already 9-10. Then the Kamba nation brings through their narrative another 3. We are doing 12.
And that is
who is going to do 10?
That's why I'm telling you. That's why I'm telling you that by then he'll actually confine his influence to that particular region, and therefore we do not then expect him to go for the national seat as he's been putting it here.
What's wrong with you?
He'll be the kingmaker here because at the end of the day,
he can still go for the seat and bring his 6 million.
6 million? No.
Give somebody else running mate position. Natembea brings 3. That's 9. So what is? He's already number 1.
How will then the rest of the country react to this particular idea? Because first of all, the idea of shareholding narrative, as you explain, it makes a lot of sense. But then,
you see why? You see, you look at the big 5, and even in America, the green states and the blue states and the red states. Some things are obvious. Some formations are clear. In the next election, if Gladys Wanga and Oburu succeed to tie the Nyanza vote, the Luo vote for Ruto, we go there knowing the Luo and the Rift Valley, Nyanza and Rift Valley, or a part of Nyanza that we call Luo Nyanza, and Rift Valley, part of the Rift Valley, the bigger part of Rift Valley, that is Kalenjin and so on, and the other related communities. We already know those ones are gone.
Yes.
So what's different from this other side? Making an arrangement where the Mount Kenya, the Luya nation, and the Kamba, theirs are also gone. So we started there. In America or elsewhere, then we go to the battleground. Certain states in America are already gone before the game starts. The Democrats have traditional. Certain states, those ones you don't even go there if you are a Republican, and vice versa. After that, they are battleground states. So with Nyanza and the Rift Valley gone to the Ruto side, Mount Kenya, Western and Lower Eastern, and say Eastern Kambani, gone to the Gachagua, Eugene, Wamalwa, Natembea, Kalonzo side, Gachagua side. Now there are still other parts of the country.
Okay.
Yes, there are still other parts of the country. Who will be the king of, who will get the lion's share of what do you call it? Cost. In my view, Ruto will get more. Okay? Because there isn't much opposition there. He'll get a bigger chunk. Who will get more of Nairobi? Of course, Nairobi, it will be 60-40. The Gashaga side will get 60. Ruto, no, 70-30. 70-30. The Gashaga side will get 70. 30 will be reserved for the Ruto side. So these are obvious things. So you win first by ensuring that what is yours is truly yours.
Okay.
And that's how you must understand Gideon Moi going to Ruto. So that Rift Valley is truly Ruto's. And Oburu and Gladswanga and the rest must work so hard so that Nyanza is truly Ruto's. And in that context, Gashaga must work hard to ensure Mount Kenya is truly theirs. Because for Kalonzo, obviously, it truly is. And they must help ensure that Western remains truly theirs. Sasa wote wawili wanaenda kutafuta sasa.
Okay.
Kutongoza wasichana cost. Kutongoza wasichana mahali ingine, you know, Northeastern, hivyo. Lakini already wako na zao. And that's how politics works across the world. Yeah. There are sure areas and then there are battlegrounds.
Well, that is what Prof says. What say you? Definitely you can weigh in and tell us what you actually think. We've been bringing you this good episode of the Candid Talk from 17 Losai. These are prime property located here at Ngara, of course, just a walking distance from the Nairobi CBD. If at all you need to get yourself an apartment for whatever purpose, be it investment, be it somebody who just want to stay and work within the CBD.
I gave this example.
Yes.
A parent.
Yes.
You have maybe a child going to the University of Nairobi. You do your arithmetics.
Yes.
You come with your 3 million. Pay for this apartment.
Yes.
If you are, there are Kenyans who can afford. Hustle, kwisha. Hata unamnunulia mtoto kagari ka 600,000, 700. Ka Nissan Note ama nini. Anapaka hapa. Kuna parking hapa underground.
Yeah.
Akitoka hapa anakuja juu hapa, analala, anasoma, kuna reading desk nini. After 3 years, anaanza masters yake, anakaa kwake. Once she has finished, she works the first 2 years, still in this place. She sets herself, she moves out. You sell it. When you sell it, all your investment, first, the one you used to buy this apartment, because it will have appreciated, and the fees you used to pay for the daughter is all back into your pocket. Mtoto ako na degree 2, amepata kazi, alikaa mahali mzuri, hiyo mahali umeuza, kama una mtoto mwingine ya kuingia hapo, pesa yako yote, si ya nyumba peke yake, hata ile alisomea, because of the appreciation of the house. And you know how Ngara is being upgraded. So this studio apartment that is today 3 million, in the next 7 years, wakati huyo mtoto atakuwa amemaliza kusoma, ameanza kazi, amemaliza mpaka na master, this thing will be worth like 6-7 million. And you will have used maybe 5 million, 5.5 million, from buying to educating the child from undergraduate to masters, plus the little car you bought her. For those who have money, it's a good investment.
Definitely well put there by Prof. Herman Manyora. Reach out to 17 Losai. You can call them through the number 0708-798-098 or email them at sales@17losai.com, and they'll be able to offer you the kind of service that you definitely require. Allow me to stop for now, ladies and gentlemen, till we have this conversation again. Have yourself a lovely day. Thank you for watching. My name is Evans.